Hey everybody, what's up? Mike here. All right. Well, it's time for some Nightwish again. I know. Apologies to the Nightwish army. We did not have a Nightwish reaction in November. I was busy getting some publicity stuff ready for my new record, which, by the way, is coming out on January 14th, 2022. It's called Outside the Box. I would love it when it comes out if, like, people in the army and everybody who loves the channel would buy a copy and support the channel. I would definitely be taking some of that money to go upgrade the gear that I'm using, including my camera. So if you want to support the channel, that would be a great way to do it. Once the album is released, I'll have info on that in the coming weeks. But today, you know what today is? It's not just like Nightwish Day. Today's my birthday, everybody. That's right. Today is my birthday. I have turned 36. I'm getting old. But, not that old. But, yeah, it's my birthday. So I thought, what better way to celebrate than to listen to some Nightwish? So, today, we are reacting to Nightwish doing Ghost River live at Wacken 2013. I was going to do Dead Boy's Poem. But that one seemed kind of like a little bit like heavy and depressing just based on the title and emotional. And I was like, I really want to listen to something that depressing and emotional potentially on my birthday. And no, I want to go for something more upbeat. So that's why I chose Ghost River. So that's what we're doing today. So please, if you're new to the channel, before we start, hit that subscribe button below, right around here or here. I can never remember which side of the screen it's on. Ring the bell to get notified when I post a new video. Choo-choo. Give the video a like, a thumbs up, and leave a comment in the comments section. Let me know what you think of this reaction. And without further ado, here is Nightwish doing Ghost River live at Wacken 2013. Let's go. Oh, yeah. Oh, that riff. Yeah. That groove. Shit. Oh, wow. Okay, 28 seconds in, I've already had an orgasm. I've already had a musical orgasm. Fleur isn't even singing yet. 28 seconds in, I've had an orgasm, but I haven't had a floorgasm yet. I wonder if I will. We shall see. But okay, right off the top, what a kick-ass riff. I think this might be like the best riff I've heard from Empu yet. Like, shit, that's a great riff. You know what it reminds me of? It totally reminds me of Iron Maiden. Like, on one of their more, like, happier, upbeat, like, 80s kind of shreddy songs. It actually, the melody to it, and the feel of it reminds me of Wasted Years. A little bit different from it, but kind of in that same kind of vibe. And I can definitely hear a little bit of a gallop and a little bit of the picking that Empu is doing with the rhythm. So I wonder if, like, this is a little bit of a Maiden tribute, or like Iron Maiden was an influence on this tune, or I don't even know if they were an influence on the band. If you guys know if, like, Iron Maiden is an influence on Nightwish, comment and let me know. Yeah. So far, I love this. Oh, there's this really cool change that happens, like, the second time the chord progression, the second time the riff comes around. It's Tomas and Marco, like, they changed the chords underneath the riff, so they changed the harmony, and, like, when they change the chords that happen there, they make the atmosphere and the vibe more epic, which is really cool. I'll show you where it comes up. Okay? Check this out. Right there. Also the way the keyboards and, like, the the guitar doubling the riff and just the kind of the feel of it reminds me a little bit of Dream Theater, like really early Dream Theater with like Kevin Moore in the band, like their first keyboard player, not Jordan Rudess, but like Kevin fucking Moore, like back in like the early 90s. That's just kind of the vibe, kind of this. I guess it might be like the choice of sound that Tomas is using is kind of giving me that feel as well. But yeah, that chord change is awesome. I love this groove. It just makes you want to dance. Like Flur's just grooving. Look at it. There, that chord change. That's so cool. Ooh. So immediately right off the bat, Flur's got like way more grit and rasp and distortion on her vocals and compression. I love it. And I love how she's just like starts off raspy and then goes clean. I think there's also a chorus effect on her voice. I think the sound man has added some sort of effect in the sound mixing, which is okay. I mean, she doesn't need it, but like it sounds cool, so cool. Love that steady bass from Marco. Okay, that's neat. That's like a flat second. Yeah. It's like root to flat second. That's an industry change. Oh, that's so hilarious. Okay, I just caught that. So, like, it's just the bass and the drums and the keyboards and the vocals. Empu has nothing to do, right? So, like, watch this. Watch this. Empu is a fucking joker. I love the guy. He's quickly becoming, like, one of my favorite, like, metal rhythm guitars. Like, for me, he's up there with James Hetfield from Metallica. Like, who is, like, James Hetfield is, like, one of the best metal rhythm guitars ever, if, like, not like the best in my opinion, just because of the way he chugs and thrashes on the guitar. But Empu's like a close second for me. But I love what Empu does here. Just catch this. This is so cheeky. So Empu's just like, he's walking around. And he's just like, I got nothing to do. What do you guys want from me? Oh, God, that is so funny. I love it. I love it. Nicely done, Empu. I love his swagger. And I love the rasp, but also the bluesy inflections in Flur's voice that she's putting in here with the bends. Like on the last that melody or whatever, it's just so great. There. That's great. That's awesome. Oh my god. What? Okay. What the fuck just happened to this tune? Like, seriously, what the fuck just happened to this tune? We were all just, like, nice and upbeat and, like, epic. And, like, now we're all angry and growly and snarly. And Marco's just got this, like, this snarl and growl to his voice. Like, I've heard him sing, but I've never heard him get this aggressive. Like, what? Like, where the fuck is this tune gone, man? Okay, hold on. We don't just stroll. Let's check that out. And lots of cute guys in the audience. That's always nice to see. Let's check this out. Wow. Okay, so like we're in like really like heavy kind of like breakdown territory. So we're in halftime. There's lots of tritones and like flat seconds in the riff that Empu is doing. And like tritones and flat seconds are like, they're like anthemic to like metal. So like when I say a flat second, what do I mean by that? Because I've explained what a tritone is before in previous videos. That's the flat five or the sharp fifth. So ba ba as a tritone. Okay, it's also called the devil's note, but something I learned recently. Okay, there was no devil's note in the medieval period. The whole thing that like Christians in the medieval period considered the tritone the devil's note is a complete fabrication and a fiction, and actually a misinterpretation of a 19th century musical joke by 19th century composers. If you guys want to know more about like the complete misinterpretation of the tritone and how this like Game of Broken Telephone got into heavy metal, and this idea that like it's the devil's note and that it's evil and that it's metal, go watch go to Adam Neely's channel. If you don't know his channel, he's awesome. He's a great bass player, great music theorist, and he's also into musical history. He's got a great video on just like the mishistory, if you can call it that, of the tritone. So go check that out. If I can find it, I'll post a linky thing to it up top. The tritone is the ba ba. That's the tritone, that kind of like dissonant kind of sound right between the root and the flat five, yeah. And then the flat second is, so if you don't know anything about like intervals and like tones and semitones, so a tone is like a full step up. So that's like in like the second note in do, re, do, do, right? So that's a regular second or a major second. A flat second is where you flat that too, and so it's a semitone up from the root. It creates some dissonance. So if you want to listen to the interval of the flat second, the easiest way to think of it is the theme from Jaws. Dana, Dana, Dana. That's the flat second. And so the flat second and the tritone, those are like the sounds that are like, they make heavy metal. And so there's your music theory lesson for the day. I'm sure we'll have a few more of them in this video. But you know what, folks? It's my birthday. I don't care how long we go for today. I mean, I know I go on forever, and I see some of you complain. It's like, dude, you talk too much. Quit pausing. And it's like, no, it's my channel. I can do what I want, but you know what? Today it's my birthday, so I can do especially what I want today. I've gone power mad. You're welcome. Okay, here we go. Let's keep going. I love going power mad. I love these scream vocals. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, that melody is creepy, and actually that melody has the root to flat second interval that I'm talking about. So the river go down, Dana, Dana. That's the root to the flat 2. I think my ears were not always the best with ear training, but I'm pretty sure that's what the melody's doing. And it's creating that dissonance and that creepiness. I love how Tomas's keyboards are doubling the vocals to like emphasize the creepiness and the darkness and the dissonance of the whole thing. Great shit. Now let's see what Fleur's gonna do, because I think she's about to sing. Oh! Okay, so that's really, really cool. So she's got the more melodic part, the yeah, that she's doing. But the really neat thing here is, so in the first half of this chorus, when Marco goes to the river go down, ba ba ba, that he's doing, it's a key change. Okay? We've changed keys. I'm not sure to what, I'm not that good with my ear training. But in the second half of the chorus, when Floor comes back in, it goes back to the original key, and so it changes key, the chords have changed, but Marco keeps that same melody. And I don't think the notes have changed to fit the key. I don't think he's transposed those notes. I think they're the same notes as the first half of the chorus, but for whatever reason, my ears aren't that good, but whatever he's doing works. And my ear training, I'm sorry to say, is not so good as to tell you why it works, but I do know that it does. And that's as much as I can tell you. If I was Doug Helvering, and if you know Doug, the great Doug Helvering, one of the great musical reactors here on YouTube, he could tell you. I wonder, in fact, if he's done a reaction to this tune. So I don't know. Go check out Doug's channel and see if he knows what the hell is going on harmonically in this part, because I bet you dollars to donuts he does. All right, but let's keep going. So, yeah, okay. So those last two chords is a bum bum. So I think that's a flat 6. Do do So I think that's a semitone shift. So that might be a flat 6 to a 5. Also, because my ear training is not that good, it could be a flat 6 to a flat 7, which is a very common Iron Maiden chord progression. Again, I'm getting Maiden vibes from this. It could be that the second chord, is shifted downwards because the inversion of the flat 7th chord is closer to the flat 6th that way, and that's how Tomas wants to move the chords downwards instead of upwards, because if you invert the notes on your chord and you get your inversions, you can kind of get them to sound a little bit lower, depending on what the top note of your chord is. So, you know what? I have to check out what the bass is doing. Hold on. The bass will tell me. Usually the bass has the root note. So, if Marco goes up a whole step on the bass, that tells me that it's a flat 7. If he goes down a half step, that probably means it's the 5 chord. It's the dominant. So just give me a second here, folks, and I bet you I can figure out which is which. 1 second. Whenever you don't know what the fucking chord is, listen to the bass player. The bass is your guiding light. I think it's flat 6 to flat 7. I love the epicness that the strings add, and I love how I love the epicness that the strings add to this. I love Tomas's keyboard and orchestral arrangements. He's the musical, he's the metal Mozart. He's a genius. I love how Fleur in the second verse keeps the same melody, but you notice how in the first verse she starts off with all that grit on her voice, right? Now she wants to contrast. So same melody, but she's singing more sweetly, more melodically, and cleaner to give contrast to her earlier, heavier vocals in the first verse. Nice stylistic choice on her part, gotta say. I mean, she's the best female vocalist in the world as far as I'm concerned for rock and metal and almost any other genre. So, I mean, let's go. She has this almost beguiling, seductive quality to her voice here. melody is great. I also appreciate how her vocal melody incorporates not just the tritone and the flat second, which is common in metal, but it's also got those bluesy inflections and bends that I mentioned before. And so to me, what I hear to my ears is she's showing us musically that connection between blues and heavy metal. Because not only does metal come from blues directly, in large part, but also they both use the tritone in different ways. So it's a nice little way of showing the connection between two genres that you wouldn't think are related, but really are. And metal, in fact, owes a great debt and a great amount of gratitude to blues music, because without it, it wouldn't exist. That's the truth. Nice scream, yeah. Yeah. Oh my god, that low growl that Fleur just did. What was that? What? Let's go high there. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. What was that low growl? She just did the Cookie Monster growl? What? Okay, I've just had my first orgasm for the day. What? Let's do that again. Wow, that's like low and growly and like evil and like demonic and whoa, like it just, and the range is nuts because like you hear her do call and response to Marco here and she goes, oh, la, 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 and she goes up to that high note. There. Right down to her lowest growly note. So many cute guys in that audience, I swear. It should be illegal to have so many hot, gorgeous men in one place. No, what am I saying? No, it should be... Mike, what are you saying on your birthday? Of course you want that many hot men in one place. Good Lord. What am I saying, people? By the way, the chug that Empu is doing is just awesome. It's solid. You hear that chug from Empu? Almost kind of reminds me of a march rhythm that like a snare player in a military band would do. Oh my god, that just... I know Empu often gets overlooked, but like he is like... He is just so fucking solid. He is just like so fucking solid. Like it I don't know, like everybody talks about Fleur from what I've seen, everybody talks about Marco, everybody talks about Tomas, but like Empu is like the dark horse of this band. He's just the glue that holds everything together, and he kind of reminds me in that sense of like, he reminds me a little bit of Alex Lifeson from Rush. In that, like, in Rush, right? Like, Neil Peart, the drummer, rest in peace, Neil, and Geddy Lee, the bass player, were, like, the two most, like, famous and well-known members. And then everybody forgets Alex Lifeson, the guitar player. And it's, like, one of the strangest, like, things in rock music where, like, the guitar player is kind of like in the shadows a little bit. And I don't know if that's the case with like Nightwish fans, because I gather everybody loves Empu, but it's almost like the emphasis isn't so much on the guitar, and he's happy, and Empu's happy to be in the background, just supporting the tune and being the glue that holds everything together. Kind of like Alex Lifeson it was for Rush. And I love Rush. I saw them twice in concert. They were an amazing band. I'm so fortunate to have seen them and got them, and that we had them for as long as we did. I should do a Rush reaction at some point. That's a good idea. Okay, let's keep going. But yeah, listen to this military kind of chug that Empu's doing on the rhythm guitar here. And a great solo groove from Yuka. Yeah, now Yuka's doubling him on the drums. Okay, so cool. So that military rhythm. And look at the expression on Fleur's face. She looks like a demon. That looks so nasty. She's got like an expression on her face. It looks like Gollum from Lord of the Rings there. First thing that comes to mind and out of my lips. But okay, so the military rhythm that the guitar started. So then Yuka doubles it on the snare, and then he moves it down to the bass drum. It continues on with it. So cool. Listen to it. Yeah. Oh, love the choir. Love the lower brass. And it's really emphasizing that tritone flat 2 thing. Key change. Wow! What the fuck? Empu, you're killing me. That riff is nasty. You're giving me my second orgasm of the day, man. Like, come on, you can't do this to me, Nightwish. You can't give me, like, you cannot start the song with a guitar orgasm. Give me a floorgasm, and then give me a second guitargasm. Like you want to give me 3 orgasms on my 3 musical orgasms on my birthday? Fine, you can. You can do whatever you like, but like, fine. I'll take 3 musical orgasms from you, Nightwish. Fine. Do what you like with me. I'm being silly. Oh my god. That riff with the pinch harmonics and the squeals, it just makes my face scrunch up. It's like, oh. What's this? That's disgusting. There's the tritone. Oh! Yes! Yeah! Yeah! Oh my god, this is so heavy. Oh my god, this is so heavy. So like, look, Fleur's windmilling. She's so happy. Look at the smile on her face. She's just in bliss. Because this song is pure bliss. And so what makes this bit so heavy is, so 3 awesome things are going on here to make this heavy. 1, Empu's fucking riff. That with the tritones and like the squeals and the pinch harmonics, it's just nasty. It's nasty and grimy, gritty and disgusting and awesome and wonderful and sacrilegious and satanic in the best of ways. And then that's just a start. You've got that. You've got the low snarly notes from Marco on the bass, right? But what makes it really heavy, okay, is what Yuka is doing on the drums. Check this out, okay? So he's gone back to that halftime groove, okay, that he does during the first half of the chorus. But when he does it in the first half of the chorus, okay, I'll show you guys. So he goes and he does this groove. Well, let's go back and see if we can find it, okay? Yeah. So what he's doing there is he's taking that same groove from the first half of the first chorus, but he's not keeping time with the hi-hat. Like, he's not doing 60 like that he was doing before. He's laying out on the hats, okay? And so he's just doing straight, like, bass drum, snare, bass drum, snare, and then he's getting the crash cymbals to double with what the snare is doing, and he's just doing straight quarter notes, okay? And he's just laying out on the hi-hat to create space. And that space and that lack of playing from him is what makes it so heavy, because it emphasizing the accents on the 2 and 4, right? It allows the heaviness to come through to emphasize those stabs, those hits, but also to let the heaviness of the guitar riff shine through more. And that's what makes this section heavy as fuck. Seriously, that's what's going on here. Also, I love how Marco is taking that melody, right, that he's been, that shouty kind of melody, and it is a melody, because if you listen to him, he's not just shouting or screaming, he's actually hitting a note, okay? So it sounds like he's shouting and screaming, but in fact, he was using the full register, the full range of his voice when he's doing this. And he's actually hitting notes, and you can hear it. And you can hear him showing off his range. So throughout most of the tune, he's done that rhythm, melody and rhythm in his lower register. Now he's brought it up an octave and up high, which is a lovely contrast and makes this even more intense. Okay? But there are notes that he's singing. Listen. Yada da da, yada da. He's actually hitting notes. Like, if I'm talking to you with my voice like I am now, you guys can hear I'm going up and down in my range. So a lot of the really good metal screamers, okay, they don't just scream, they're actually putting notes, musical notes, behind their screams. Their screams are actually notes on the staff, on the page, and they utilize the fullness of their range. And they play around with their sounds like Marco is doing. Somebody who does this really well, and who I consider one of the best at this, even though he's in a completely different genre of metal and just a completely different voice type, Randy Blythe from Lamb of God is a master at this. I know Marco's in a different vocal category altogether, but the same basic principle is there. So it's Marco's high, screamed, musical, shouty kind of vocals, the drums creating space, the heaviness of that guitar with those pinch harmonics, and the icing on the cake, the cherry on top, is what happens at the end with this just this wicked chromatic, double chromatic descend in the melody. Check this shit out. I'm sorry. A little bit. Okay. I went too far back, but that's okay. So we're in full time now. Back to our regular tempo. See how Yuka's creating space on the drums? And Marco's up higher in his vocals. This is what's creating the heavy. There's that chromatic raw do-do-do, That's so great. That's so awesome. Let's hear that again. Kids choir. Kids choir. Really, Tomas? Really? Way to be creepy as fuck, buddy. I love it. Okay. I'm here for it. That's just brilliant. That's just, who would think of that? That's brilliant. Just adds to the darkness of it even more. I love how Flo's just sauntering up to the mic. Oh, I love this. I love how it's just her vocals and the keys. She's just soaring. And her voice is so sweet during this part, compared to the heaviness and the rasp from before. Yeah, and we're back to our double time. Nice pick scrape, Empu. She continues on with the melody. Yeah, and I just love the combination of the two shouty, the two melodies, the two parts. It's perfect. Fucking perfect. Back to the riff. Perfect. Like, just the contrast in those vocal parts between Marco's shouts, Fleur's beautiful melodies, soaring melodies. It's just perfection. It's arrangement heaven. Like, Tomas, you are a fucking genius. How do you come up with this shit, man? Like, shit. I wish I could write this good. I wish I could write half this good. Like, this is brilliant. And then we're back into the 80s style Iron Maiden-y riff. Like, shit. Like, just like... Am I having a fourth musical orgasm? I guess I'm having a fourth musical orgasm today, guys. What a way to spend my birthday. Thank you, Nightwish. Just the way Yuka drives that beat. So badass. Oh, that riff just, so mean. Yeah, nice pushes from the drums there at the end. Nice pushes from the drums there at the end. I just want to go back to highlight that from Yuka. Yuka is like, fuck, he's such a monster on the drums. He plays such simple parts, but he plays them so, like, with such groove and authority and just badassery. He's one of the best fucking drummers I've ever seen. I love him. Just check out what he does with the pushes here. There. Boom. That's brilliant. I love that. Just what he did there on the drums is just brilliance. Pure perfection. Halftime? Yeah. Yeah, he goes into halftime there. Screw the ads. He goes into halftime there at the end for like one bar, and then just the shots at the end. Great way to end it. Everybody, what a fucking fantastic way to spend my birthday. Let me tell you. That was, oh my god. Okay, is that now my top 3? Yeah, that's in my top 3 for Nightwish. So, like, I think Romanticide is still my number 1. And I think this one has, like, knocked Ghost Love's score out of, like, second spot to, like, 4th. Because I still think Storytime is, like, my number 3. But, I mean, just, like, shit, like 4 musical orgasms. Like, that's 2 guitar orgasms, a floorgasm, and a general musical orgasm, at the end there. Like, in one song, in one performance. Like, what band does this to you? This is brilliant. Like, I keep saying this about these guys, but the way they write music and the way they serve the song and they only do what's needed and the way Tomas arranges things perfectly and just makes it rock and groove, and just the contrast and the different feels and the different changes in atmosphere they go for. They're not afraid to try anything. And I love that. I love that fearlessness about them. I love that when you get that in a band where you have that confidence in each other, that you can try anything. And the amazingness about this particular show, from what I've been told from you guys in the comments, is that like Fleur had only joined the band like a few weeks prior. So like she's new to the band, and they've got this confidence and this trust. Like, that's bloody amazing. That's fucking amazing. It takes years for a band to build that kind of trust and that confidence up with a new member. Like, it usually takes a while to get it, but the fact that they've got it there with her after a few weeks of her joining is just, that's nothing short of miraculous and incredible. Speaking as a professional musician, and having run my own band and been in bands where members change, you know, like, it takes a while to get there usually for most of us. But Nightwish is not like most of us. Nightwish are fucking gods, it seems. They're fucking musical gods. I mean, I'm an atheist when it comes to religion, but I guess in the religion of music, I am a theist. Guilty as charged. And Nightwish are in my pantheon of musical gods now. They're in like my top tier. Like, shit. Like, how Tomas comes up with this, how they arrange this. I mean, not just Tomas, but all of them, how they arrange it so perfectly, and how they come up with this shit. How, Ampu, how the fuck do you come up with like such evil, mean, awesome, make my face melt guitar riffs, man? Like, 2 in a row. Like, 2 in a goddamn row. And this is not the first time he's done that on a tune. Like, I've only come up with, like, as far as I can tell in my musical career, one really awesome riff. Like, and you don't know when they're going to come when you write, right? Like, you don't know when they're going to come. You don't sit down. I don't sit down and say, I'm going to write the most awesome riff today. No, it doesn't work like that. Creativity does not work like that. It flows when it flows. It comes when it comes to you. And the fact that they've gotten so many awesome riffs and songs and hits, it's like either like, I don't know if they're like on some like musical crack, musical drug. I don't know what drugs they're on. I don't know what shit they're on. I don't know if like Tomas is like secretly like an alien or a god, or like he's like a robot and he's like a secret like cybernetic government experiment. I don't know what's happening with these guys. Whatever they're on, whatever they're doing, god damn it, I want some of it. I want a piece of it. Because like, shit, if I could be half, quarters this good as a musician, I'd be set. Like, this is the level of musicianship that I aspire to. Personally, professionally, even though I'm in a completely different genre. Good music is good music, and a great band, a masterful band. This is a masterful band. It's not just a great band, it's a masterful band. A masterful band is a masterful band, no matter what the fucking genre. Throw genre out the window. Good music is good music. Screw genre. You know? Why do we have to get so hung up on genre? Why can't we just like music for what it is? I'm ranting, but you guys have got me in a good mood. Best, definitely my top 3. Definitely the best Empu riff I've ever heard. That opening and outro riff. That's my favorite Empu riff so far. Is it gonna top that? I have no idea, man. I have no freaking idea, but just great shit from everybody around. Great vocals from Fleur. I love that low growl that she did like halfway through shit. That was just amazing. Apparently she can do more of that, and holy shit if that's true, holy fuck, I can't wait to see more of it. Great shouted melodic vocals from Marco. Great writing from the whole band. Great solid fucking monster grooving drums from Yuka. Yeah, that's right. And of course, the master of rhythm, the master of chug, Empu. Man, what can I say? I love you, my dude. I love you. You're one of my favorite guitar players ever now. I love this whole band. What a great fucking way to spend my birthday. What a great fucking way to spend my birthday and start my birthday off. Just, I love this band. So, thank you so much, guys. Thank you for being here with me today. Thank you, everybody. I think I'm done. I'm just in such a good mood. 4 orgasms in one tune. It was a Nightwish orgy today. What can I say? I know, I'm being kind of cheeky today. But, there you have it. It's my birthday. I can do what I want. Yes. So, I think that's it for today. If you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button below, whatever side it's on. I can never remember which. I think it might be this side. This side? Hopefully it's this side. I swear I'm going to look at the screen later. I'm going to be like, nope, got it wrong. But whatever side of the screen it's on, hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel, please. Ring the bell to get notified when I post a new video. A choo-choo, please, as I call them. Give the video a like, a thumbs up, and leave a comment. Let me know what you thought of this reaction. And just let me know what you think in general. I love the conversations we have about Nightwish. I love the army. You guys are awesome. Thank you for supporting this channel. And please, everybody, when my new record comes out, I will let you guys know. I'm going to do another Nightwish reaction in a couple of weeks because we didn't have any for November, so I might as well make it up to you guys. Give you all an early holiday present, an early Christmas present for those of you who celebrate Christmas. In my case, it's Atheist Kids Get Presents Day. But I'll give you guys an early holiday gift. We'll do another Nightwish reaction in a couple of weeks, and I should have more info for pre-ordering my new album then. Please, everybody, it would mean the world to me if you could buy a copy, support the channel. I'll definitely be using some of that money to hopefully upgrade my gear in the future. So that would be a great way. That would be great if you could do that. But if you don't got the cash, you don't got the cash. I understand. It's the pandemic. But if you can, absolutely wonderful. So I will see you all then in a couple of weeks. Take care. Oh, and that reminds me, Nightwish Army, please stop by next week. I have coming to this channel the biggest, longest, most in-depth reaction / analysis video on this channel yet, coming next week. I know people complain about the length of my videos. They ain't seen nothing yet. And I'll tell you something. It's Aryan related. It's Aryan related. You heard that right. And it's got Floor in it. So you better stick around. Stop by next week. I'll see you then. I'm not going to tell you what it is. It's real special. Okay? So I'll see you. I hopefully will see you all next week. Spread the word. Okay? About that. About the more Nightwish reactions coming. And about my new record. If you could. Please. I'd love that. And thank you for spending time with me here on my birthday. It means the world. And it's a great way to start it off. So thank you once again. I love you all. Thank you for supporting this channel. It means a lot, and I'm just grateful for it. So, till next time, till next week, I'll see you then. Take care. Bye. Great freaking riff. 4 orgasms. 4 musical orgasms. Who does that to me? No one does that to me. Not even Deep Purple does that to me. Shit. Shit.